We are live. Bienvenidos and welcome back. I am Leonardo Torres.
I'm Erika Ayala.
And together we are Leon and Erika. And it's Mustachio too in the house.
It's been a while since we did that.
It's been a while since we high-fived and said Leon and Erika. As some of you may know, we were missing for a couple of days. Not intentionally.
No.
Our internet was down for the weekend practically.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not sure, but we feel like it might have been God just saying, hey, you need a break.
Pretty sure it was God. I'm like, I feel it. He was like, "You're not gonna rest. You're not gonna take a break. Well, I'm gonna make you take a break.
Make you take a break." So, yeah, we took a break, break-ish, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was good and healthy, I think. But today we wanted to come on and say hello to our friends. Hi Zoe. Hi Linda. Hi Angela. Cap.
Ooh,
hello.
Matt Beebe.
Roxana. Matt Beebe. Listening at work.
We won't tell.
Yeah, we won't tell. Listening at work. It's fine.
David Wellman.
Yeah, David Wellman, Diane Stevens, Zoe in the house. I already said Zoe, but she's on here twice. One World in the house as well. Welcome. And we wanted to say a quick thank you to, you're going to have to name them off.
Alrighty, I'm going to do it then. So we want to say a quick thank you to Eric Bjorklund. I said it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric Bjorklund.
Eric Davis. Sister Carol Ann. Jackie. Katie Donovan.
Okay.
Jaylena and Lovely, and Matt Beebe, Mama Bear, Linda, Trishana,
okay,
Dori, and then Leon and Erika.
And then us for what for? Sorry.
No, it's okay. For the donations you guys made to the GoFundMe for David Wellman, and he got his surgery. He's recovering well. I spoke to him. He said he's doing well.
Oh, okay, good.
He's not in too much pain right now. So thank you, and thank you to all those who prayed for him as well, because that's also did a lot of helping.
Yeah.
Help.
That helped a lot. Thank you so much, everybody, for helping out with that and donating. We are coming to you live. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them on there. Meanwhile, we'll tell you what the future of this channel is. I'm going to let you all actually decide. I'm on the... I'm having a pre-midlife crisis here, probably. And and I am deciding... I'm having trouble deciding whether or not I should cut my hair. I'm pretty much done with it. It's I'm losing it anyway. So, and it's really hot. So I've been thinking about this for some time now, and I just want to go and cut it all off and be short, and nice and bald. Not like shaved bald, but it's still short and bald. And then also Mustachio's gonna get a trimming in the next few days because this is ridiculous. He's getting out of hand. He's like trying to steal my food. He goes in my mouth.
And there's no stealing his food.
Nobody steals my food.
Nobody steals his food. Not
even Mustachio. Cam says shave it all.
Why? I already had to get comfortable with the stash. And now I have to get comfortable with the bald. Okay, I'm going bald too.
Okay.
If you guys vote bald, I'm going bald.
Okay, so then
where all my ladies at?
Leon and Erika says we're gonna be bald. We're gonna be Leon and Erika bald. Bald could be our last name. Linda says yes. We say no. Was that the right answer, Erika?
I don't know. I mean, I guess
you could choose for yourself.
When he gets his haircuts and he trims the top like a good length, it looks nice. I don't think that it's wrong, but it's not my hair, so I really can't. He didn't really want me going blue, and I did it, so I guess. Yeah. I guess I'll just have to.
I gotta welcome, right? Say a cool summer, yeah. Like I have to have like a cool summer, otherwise it'll be too much. Or I could do what I did before, which is like shave just the sides.
That's what I thought we were going to do,
and keep the front. It's too.
I know, but I can trim the top off for you too, so it's not all. I can make it look nice and then make you go like a one here and be really, really short here.
I don't know if I'm gonna cut it. I might as well just cut the sides off.
Roxana's on here. She likes the reckless love hair.
Roxana's saying I'm gonna stay out of it. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Let's see. What do we have here? Moy says, "Is Erika your wife? I'm sorry, my first time joining the chat."
Welcome.
Well, welcome. First and foremost, welcome, Moy. Let us know where you're joining from so we can salute you. And Erika is not my wife yet. She is my girlfriend, and she's beautiful.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, bald. Jealous of your hair, Leo. Really? You can have it. I'll cut it and mail little lot. No, that's weird, huh? Mailing little lots of my hair to people.
I guess that's the way to like donate hair to somebody.
No, that's weird. Like,
I mean, it would be a little weird, but
it was funny when I was thinking about it, and then I said it out loud, and it was like, nah. Mama Bear
and
in the
Christy,
house, and Kirsty in the house.
Oh, Kirsty, sorry.
From Bonnie, Scotland.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, greetings to Scotland. Let's see. Please listen to All Hail King Jesus. Maybe. I think that's a new one. You can add that in the comment section below. A few things going on. I still my hair's worse than I had it earlier.
Here, I'll help you.
It's all right. And so the gentleman that used to work with VidAngel contacted me. He said, oops, my bad. He didn't actually have the young lady send me the files that I need to get started with the season 2 of The Chosen. Mm-hmm. But we should get that out soon. I know you all been waiting, and I think I had wanted to do it at the beginning of May, but I didn't. I don't want to be that guy that just keeps bugging him like, hey, where the files? And so I just let it, I backed off. But he's going to send the files in shortly, and we're going to get that. So we're going to get The Chosen season 2 started soon. Mm-hmm. Reckless Love just had its 1-year anniversary, and I feel so bad because we didn't have internet, and I didn't want to get on I didn't want to stream live on my phone because the internet was really patchy on my phone, and I didn't want it to get cut off.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for making Reckless Love such a big song and such a success on the channel. I remember that day so vividly.
I know.
I had a gig. I think I told the story on Instagram, but I had a gig that day. I streamed it, like I did a premiere, and we were all having fun in the chats, and got a couple hundred views. And then I went to my gig, and on my way there, like as soon as I got there, I checked, and it was already like 1,000 something, 2,000 something, and then kept checking, and it was like 3,000, 4,000, 8,000, 14,000 views, and I'm like, what is going on with this song? You guys love that song, and it's just been it was
how all of you guys like really like fought for it to like keep staying on because it was like an issue.
Yeah,
and you guys
that
made it happen too.
Yeah, you guys are wonderful. You guys have been awesome here, and Reckless Love, just as soon as it got blocked and I was getting that first strike on my channel, I was like, I'm sorry, I have to take it down, so you guys have a few days to take a look at it, and you all fought for it. Mm-hmm. And then Corey saved it, and Corey's just been wonderful as well to the channel. He's been so good to the channel. So yeah, it's been wonderful. I now, let's see, react to So Will I, but can you try to react to Taya's version? Tia's version, please.
You've heard it already.
Yeah, I've heard it already. I didn't react to it, but I've heard it already, and I loved it. However, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I liked Ben's version better,
which is a shocker because he loves Taya. So I was like, "What?"
Yeah, her voice is awesome, but I really liked Ben's version better, and I might make a video about it.
I think you should, because he broke it down to me like really. Because I even asked him, I said, "What was it about Ben's?" Because I think they're both great. I really do, but obviously he knows like the more music behind it all, And so he was like breaking it down for me. I'm like, oh, and then we listened to Taya's, and I'm like, okay. I see the difference. You should do it. I think it'd be really good.
Cool. Then we'll do that on Instagram sometime this week. Mm-hmm. This little break that I took, Familia, was very much needed. I didn't get to do Rock Metal Monday, which is one of my favorite ones, but it taught me a little more about the channel. Like, I think I'm going to. I think I can't afford to do this every single day anymore. Like, so there might be a couple of days that I might just take off just for the sake of being able to regroup myself and to, just to be there for myself and my mental health and my mental and emotional health. Cause I do deal with a lot of stuff, off camera, and, I juggle a lot of stuff. And also, it'll just give me an opportunity to continue to maybe get some work, like some side work, so that I can really be able to make the house flow a little bit better. So I'm going to have to probably back off of some days, taking some reaction videos. The podcast is continuing. Rock Metal Mondays is going to continue. The Talk About It Tuesdays are going to continue, and then maybe that takes care of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I might do Thursday and Friday, or just Thursday to do like other reaction videos and stuff. I'll still do like a reaction video on a Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll still throw them in there, but I think I might take Friday, Saturday, and Sundays off. But it's still in the works. Like, I'm not 100% sure about that, but it's been fun. Don't get me wrong, it's been fun. It's not that I want to quit. It's just that when I say that I can no longer afford it, I mean that in almost every aspect, like mentally, emotionally.
Not just financially.
Right. And so I think I could dedicate like my Thursdays to responding to comments. And then plus one of my guitar students, my old students, is coming back, and I might take them on Thursday. And if I don't have a premiere on that day or anything else, I think it just makes it a little bit more relaxing. So I'm going to be teaching guitar online on Thursdays. And then that'll also give me the opportunity to maybe schedule some stuff either Thursday and Friday for people who are songwriters that want me to listen to their stuff. I can listen to their things and give them feedback and what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted to, what they might change if they wanted to. So it gives me an opportunity to do that amazing work. It's important work because there's so many writers out there that want someone with a good ear to listen to their stuff, and they're incredibly expensive to just listen to their songs, and give them a little bit of feedback. So I want to make it affordable. I'm gonna do that, and then plus I'm also thinking about doing other stuff too. Like I have to get back to like my art and all kinds of other stuff, because it's good for my health. You'll get a much better Leo and a much better Erika if we're rested, right?
Yeah, I need sleep.
She's like, I need some sleep.
Like the last month, we've been going to bed like super late. So I think like it takes a toll, like even on my body. I'm just like, I always feel heavy. I'm like, I'm too young to be this tired. Like, I mean, way too. Like, my mom has more energy than me. Like, I'm like, she's like, you're too young to be that late.
Yeah, Linda says, cool glasses, by the way, Linda, on your on your what is it called? Bitmoji?
The Bitmoji.
Yeah, so it says you have been almost daily for more than a year. So of course you can do it. We want you to not lose your joy. And that's the thing as well. I don't want to lose my joy of doing it. In fact, for a couple of months I actually was doing 2 videos a day. That's a lot. That's really a lot. And I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I really love it.
We're human, and we all get like a little bit like overwhelmed and tired, even if it's something that we love to do. It's just we get tired.
Yeah.
Hi, Pastor Mike.
What's up, Pastor Mike? Welcome. Wonderful. Take care of yourself. Margie says you should definitely take care of you and your family first. It's good for you to do this. And I probably, honestly, I probably won't listen. I'll probably still be doing some stuff, but I want to be able to have that flexibility to say, you know what, I need a day. I do need a day. In fact, a lot of the times I wouldn't take a day because I'd feel guilty, like my friends are going to miss me, or there's a lot of people out there that they look forward to that hour with us, or those 15 minutes with us. And I feel like I'm robbing you from the opportunity of, like, not me, right? Of course, it's not about me, but like that opportunity of hanging out with one another and stuff. And so I'd rather spend maybe on those days off, spend some time like on Discord. Maybe we can, have a real conversation with people. Not that these conversations aren't real, but to have a conversation.
Like instead of just like we get to like interact with them, they can join a room, and we could talk, and just we hear them too. So it's kind of like a back and forth talk like this. Yeah. But we get to hear them.
Yeah, we get to hear your voices. And so if you're not a part of our Discord community, Angela, if you don't mind, please adding the link. You can join us on Discord. We have a lot of awesome stuff on there. We have Bible study, and there's quality is better than quantity. We have Bible study. We have apologetics. I think our good friend Matt Sabi is going to be doing the book of Mark, I think it was. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Thank you, Angela.
Mike, yeah, thank you. So there's a link there. Pastor Mike says, Jesus often retreated into solitude with God. Take the time you need. Sabbath, a day of rest, is so important and is a gift from God. Yes, it is. And so it's definitely needed. How do I get an account? All you have to do is just click on that link, and that link that she just posted, and it'll prompt you. So it's an invite. It'll prompt you to download the Discord app, or if you're on your computer, you could go straight to the website. It'll also prompt you to download the app if you want to, and then just join us. We have movie nights every once in a while. We have, a space for you all to share pictures of your daily happenings. There's a general chat. You can just tell us what you're up to for the day. I know that Dori does, our sister Dori does these daily devotionals. We have questions. Who's doing the questions of the day now?
It's Linda and Zoe. They go back and forth.
Cool. Linda and Zoe do a question of the day. So these are questions that are meant to have you think or have you share something personal. It's great to read other people's responses because it sometimes gives you insight into your own issues, things that you may be dealing with,
Today was if you had to pick, like, before you met somebody, I don't know word for word, but it's basically, what's a warning before you meet somebody? Your warning label. So what would yours be? I wrote one, but I'll tell you mine.
Like, what's my warning label?
Yeah, like if you had like a warning label for you, like what would it be? It could be, what would you choose?
I would say, warning, I dive deep, so don't get me talking.
Wow, that's a good one.
Like,
you want to know mine?
Yeah.
Mine was, warning, I cry a lot. Cry central over here. I cry for everything, I think I put. Something like that.
Oh, I mean, that's not completely true, but yeah.
It's like a warning though. Like, so if you don't know how to handle, because I can make people uncomfortable and awkward. They're like, I don't know what to do. She's crying.
She's crying. What do I do?
Okay.
Like, just give her.
Somebody help her.
Yeah. Give her like an Oreo cookie and she'll be fine. Give her some ice cream. Skinny cow. Do you all know what skinny cows are?
That would have been a good one. Sorry, I totally just pointed. Sorry, Pastor Mike.
Yeah. Warning, tacos left unattended will be eaten. That's correct.
I thought you were going to say something with tacos.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, I completely missed it on that one. See?
Did someone say tacos?
I failed. Did someone say tacos? Exactly. What are yours, familia? Let's see. Let's get some answers on the live chat. If you had a warning label on you right before, what would it be? Warning, I scream when I'm enthralled. Okay. Skinny cow cookies and cookies and cream. Yes. They sell this box that's actually half vanilla and half chocolate. And so there's like a chocolate on chocolate. It's to die for. It's worth. I think that would probably be a good last
Zoe,
wish.
It's never too early for tacos.
It's breakfast time here. Too early? No, never. Actually, I've had tacos for breakfast many times.
They're actually really good for breakfast.
Many times. Yeah, it's always the right.
They're good any time of the day though.
I eat that for late midnight snack. Like if there were a spot open right now, we'd probably be heading over there. In fact, last night we actually did. We hit up a taco spot last night.
If anyone has any song requests, just leave them in the comments because if we see them here, but they're gonna get lost in the live chat. And if you want us to see them, it's best to just leave them in the comments down below.
Yeah.
So we can see them.
Yeah. See, One World uses Discord specifically. He only goes into Erika's music page almost exclusively. So he never bothers to go into the other sections on Discord, but that's fine because there's a little space that you can just listen to, throw in some tracks and just listen quietly and maybe be in communion with other people. Yeah. So yeah. Tomorrow, FYI, tomorrow on Instagram, I am going to be covering on Talk About It Tuesdays, where we break down the lyrics and music to a song. And tomorrow we are covering, what is it called? Even If It Hurts by Hillsong United, which is going to be an interesting one because there's a naughty word in there that's made some people uncomfortable, but I don't see it as a naughty word. But we're going to get a chance to talk about it tomorrow. And what's great about it is that we're in a conversation. So we ask questions and you're able to answer live. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, the Instagram thing is right there, Tower of Torres. To follow Erika on Instagram, it's Erika with 3 A's between the K and the Y. And then
there's a lot of A's.
A-L and then 3 more A's and then a number 4 in there. So there you have it. You can follow her there as well.
Sorry, I almost
All
fell
right.
off my stool.
It's okay. Let's go back to let's see. So Kita says, warning, you are entering the no small talk zone. Only deep conversations allowed. Yes, Kita. Love it. Love it. Love it. Mary Leanne, I hope you're feeling well today. Mary Leanne says, warning, I will stop and praise Jesus where I am. Don't stand behind me. This happened at a Sidewalk Prophets concert this past weekend. Okay. Oh, really? You went to a concert this weekend? Awesome. You got to tell us about that. Is it Siles or Siles says, hi, Leo and Erika, made it to the live chat.
Awesome,
Hello.
welcome.
Hello, and welcome to the chat. Please let us know where you all are joining from. Just drop your city, drop the state that you're from. If let's not get too personal, but the state or the county. Let's so that we don't narrow it down too tight for you all, for privacy. Let's see. I think if it is in the correct context, I don't know. I read that weird. That was weird. I think if it is in the correct context, then the word is definitely not bad. Exactly.
It's like a cartoon character.
That should be a
I think it was from like Bugs Bunny or something. Like, but you have to do it again. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, nope. Oh, nope. Gina says, virtual hug. Oh, actually going back to sleep now. Buenas noches.
Buenos nachos.
Buenos nachos and good tacos.
Taco out.
Yeah.
And this just usually says taco
out. Sleep and dream with tacos.
Warning, I ask a lot of questions. Oh, no, not that one.
Oh, okay. Roxana. Roxana, no, not a lot of questions. It's okay. Don't. Roxana, just so you all know, quick shout out and thank you to Roxana who updates our song list and the spreadsheet of the songs that we've covered already. She actually updates it daily, or she updates it. So she
does it often because it's always updated. So she does.
That's awesome. And so of course she sends me questions on Messenger, and I answer those questions because it's kind of like a thank you.
It helps out a lot.
Yeah. Warning, I may not come into work today as I'm hanging out with my Discord family. Excellent. I hope your boss doesn't follow the channel.
Andres is from Riverside.
Andres. Okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
Neighbor.
Yeah, we're actually in Riverside. We're near the lake by Lake Paris. Mm-hmm. So welcome, neighbor. Who else? Bellingham, Washington. I feel safe with that because I live in the country, and that is the closest biggest city to me. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'm a frequent user of Roxana's great list resume. Excellent.
OneOdio is always bringing that up. It's great. He always praises the Roxana for her list, which is awesome.
Yeah. Mike says, warning, God will come up.
Amen.
Let's see. You've been warned before about mentioning specific churches. Okay. There you are. And please don't mention specific churches. Warning, if a pun is not funny, I will still use it the next day. That's right. That's how puns work, right? I used a lot of dad jokes that I didn't like, but I use them anyway because they're so silly. Warning, might come with long explanations.
Perfect, though, because you have the best calming voice. So I'll listen to your explanations.
Yeah, and you're very exact. So you're very exact. So let's see. I'm in Antelope Valley. Okay, Antelope Valley, California. Welcome. It is a free Sidewalks Prophet concert, and I needed the normalcy. Yes. But there was nothing normal about being in the Dollar General parking lot praising Jesus. Had a great time.
Awesome. I'm so happy that you had a great time.
Sat front row. Excellent. Can you still hear? That's what I want to know. Is your hearing still intact? I got a good song for y'all to listen to. I Need a Ghost by Brandon Lake. I think did we cover that?
I don't think so, actually. I feel like you've only... Sounds
familiar.
It does. You might have heard...
Check the list.
Check the list. You might have. Roxana?
Yeah, Mr. Joker, please check the list. It's in the link. It's in the description down below. They're not funny. They're punny. That's right. They're funny. All right. I want everybody to maybe give me like your best dad joke. What's like the best like short joke that you've heard, like a one-liner.
I'm thinking about the bald man.
Please tell it. Please.
And now you're gonna go bald. I'm sorry.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Please continue to spread the love that comes from above, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Peace.
I don't remember word for word.
It's My dad's friend still carries his comb in his back pocket. No, he's been balding. Yeah, my dad's best friend has been balding. He's bald, and he still carries his comb in his back pocket. Tell him why.
Because he can't part with.
Because he can't part with it. He can't part with it.
And there's no hair.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Man. He has no hair, right?
I'm sorry.
He can't part with it. Warning, reaction to music and tacos could be involved. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Impasta.
Impastore. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's on the list. So then, yes, I covered it. So all you need to do is click on that link and check it out and watch it. Oh, I think, yeah, it must have been a blocked party. Iron Ghost was in a blocked party. Thank you. I'm afraid for the calendar. Its days are numbered. Nice. I love it. Dave, I know that you know our good friend, our what's it called? Our favorite one-liner comedian, Mitch Hedberg. So I know you know some of those jokes.
David Wellman has a lot of jokes, like really quick. So
yeah, he's fast with it. He's pretty witty. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you already did. Okay, cool. So it's been covered.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Dad joke. I'm afraid. Oh yeah. So somebody already posted it. Its days are counted. Funny? No. Yes. Yes. It's funny. It's funny. Let's see. What's my favorite? What my all-time favorite joke is this. So yeah, Mitch Hedberg is hilarious. My favorite joke to tell always is the joke about the two muffins.
Mm-hmm.
So these two muffins are chilling in an oven, right? They're both in the oven. And one muffin says to the other, "Is it me or is it getting hot in here?" And the other muffin goes, "Ah, a talking muffin."
I remember. You know what? I think the joke was hilarious when you told me. What I found more hilarious when you told me, he mentioned it to a coworker of ours, and she didn't get it, and she was like, "I didn't get it." And then she's like, "Wait, a talking monkey?" I'm like, monkey, a muffin. It was just, that's what made me laugh more too at the time, because it was like,
yeah, like it went over her head for real. And she's like, wait, what? I was like, both of them are talking. One of them is surprised that the other is talking, and it's talking. Yeah, it's not funny when you have to explain it. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved.
I don't have yolks in the fridge.
You don't have yolks in the fridge. I got it. Have you heard Too Good to Not Believe by Brendan? Oh, no, I haven't heard it.
You haven't really covered a lot of Brendan Lake.
No, we haven't covered a lot of Brendan Lake, but we can. I mean,
I think you've covered Just Like Heaven. That's not in a block party. I think you actually covered it like regularly.
Yeah,
it's on its own.
Let's see. Let's take a look-see here. Yeah, look-see here. So cool. We have, let's see, do we have any more updates for the channel? The Chosen Season 2 is coming soon. As soon as I get those files, I promise you, I'm not holding out on you. It's just that they didn't send the files on time. Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes. Oh. Okay, so check this out. I got a sticker in the mail, and I put it on my favorite. I put it on my favorite flask here. La Familia. Check that out, huh? Check out that logo. That's awesome.
So
it's beautiful. All about love and listening music and coming together in love. So with love. So you can get those stickers in the merch store. The link is in the description, and I think you should have like some images in the description down below or something, and you can get your hands on an awesome sticker like this. It's also going to come in on a shirt. It's on a shirt, which I should be receiving shortly. And then we also are going to have some wall art with that same logo on it. There's another poster there that has a taco with headphones on, and it says music. It's like tacos to my ears. So you all can get your posters and then have, some La Familia decorations on your wall. Yeah, you can have La Familia right on your wall. So isn't that awesome? So I have the old sticker here, the 333 sticker that I had, and now I have La Familia sticker.
You gotta get like a taco sticker here or something to cover like the other one, the little piece. I think it'll fit perfectly.
Yeah, that's right. I'll do like a taco. I want to do some more stickers. I just want to design some more too. So that little time off that I have, I'm going to get to design and maybe
yeah, he got a lot of like artwork that he used to do like before, he made time for himself to do it. And he did if you guys are keeping up with his Corey Asbury picture that he's doing, it's coming out awesome. Really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna address that. Like I was gonna get my phone and maybe message, but
yeah. Ang, I think you have Angela telling you that this is not the channel for that, and Linda. We do have a lot of pastors from a lot of different churches. This is not the place to talk about what other channels or what other churches are doing. We gather here with love, and we do have love for them, even whether or not you agree with what a church is doing. It's none of our business, really.
I mean, we respect everyone's opinions, but when we're here, we just want it to just be filled with love, welcoming everybody, engaging with everybody just with love. That's just, I mean, we don't want to stop you from having your opinion, but just here in the live chat, if we could just keep it peaceful and full of love. That's all we ask.
Yes. So please
and thank you.
And thank you. Pastor Mike says, Leonardo and Erika, I just heard an amazing message by Josh McDowell about love, and it is so amazing and right up your alley. He was a guest speaker at our church this week. You would both enjoy it. Yeah, email it to me. Today, actually, I was listening to Pastor Chad's online church that he has, and he was talking about the two main commandments that Christ had about loving God with all your mind, heart, and soul, and then also adding the love thy neighbor as yourself. And I didn't get a chance to listen to the whole thing because I had to have dinner, but I'm going to finish listening to it. I think it'd be interesting if you all would check it out along with us. But Pastor Mike, yes, I'd love to listen to it. If you want to send it over to me, please feel free. I would love for you to react. Yeah.
If you could just leave it in the comments down below.
So yeah, leave any suggestions for songs in the comment section down below, and we'd be more than happy to add it to the list. And just so you know, we do have a pretty big list.
Yeah, so we appreciate your patience as well. I've commented on a few when I was scrolling through the comments, and our response back, they were like, "It's okay, we're waiting." I go, "No, we appreciate it." So thank you for your patience.
Yeah, I see One World on Pastor Chad's Monday broadcasts every week. So thanks for joining those. One World, love it. And then we wanted to talk to you all about the Instagram, those Talk About It Tuesdays. They're working out really well because I'm able to listen to the song and I'm able to break it down and pause it and rewind it and stuff. Too bad you can't read the lyrics along with me, but I've been reposting them here on YouTube, and it's working out pretty well. So
I love how we also listen to an acoustic version after too. It's really nice. And then
also congratulations are in order for the USA soccer team who were champions of the I think it's the Copa America for the CONCACAF. They played a really good game with Mexico yesterday, and even though I was super disappointed with some of the choices that Mexico made, I still think that it's that they did a really good job. I think Mexico really pushed really hard for this game. They played better than I had seen them play, and I think they also brought out the best in the U.S. team because they were just running up and down that field for 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours.
I used to play, so I know that. I've played that long before too, and we're just like, it's a final and you just got to go. Somebody has to win. It's just like, especially in a final, there can't be a tie. Somebody has to win, and it gets exhausting. It was a really good game. We were like on the edge. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like I was getting nervous. It
was nerve-wracking to say the least. It was nerve-wracking.
At one point, I think Leonardo was like sitting up like this, like kneeling down, because he was like, I gotta move.
I stood up and I had my hands on my knees, and I'm like, I can't. I couldn't. I just couldn't. So for me, before we head out, can you all please let us know how you plan on loving your neighbor this week? What are some things that you could do this week that you haven't done in the previous weeks to love your neighbor, to show a little bit of love in the world? Whether it's can you donate some clothes to your local, what is it? Like the thrift store? Can you donate some food to I don't know, a shelter or something? Or could you buy somebody lunch? Could you pay for the person behind you? Can you pay their bill? or part of their bill.
Yeah.
Simple little things. I used to do, like, for example, I used to go and buy food, and if my meal was, I don't know, my order was like $12, I would ask him to keep the change and just put the rest, and I pay with a 20. I would ask him to keep the change and then just apply it to the card behind me, whether or not it was, more than the $8. It was okay. Like, he could just apply it until he run out. Or I would actually save a portion of what I would make and put it in a separate envelope, and I would just take that whole stack and just pay for someone's lunch, at a place, and do it anonymously, of course, because, like, it's not about people knowing that you did it. It's just knowing that someone cared enough to do it. So can you let me know what you plan to do to love someone this week?
It's not too bad. I can't do it. Yes, Kita. We do. Leonardo will repost it on YouTube, so you get to, and we even like premiere it. So we even jump in and join in the chat, like literally right after. So we can go ahead. You can see it then. Yeah.
So I totally understand that. A lot of people don't want to do other social media platforms, and I think some of you who have actually opened up an Instagram account, and even if you never messed around with it, and it's okay, you don't have to follow anyone or really be that active on it. You could just hit the notification button on my channel, on the, what is it, channel, or what is it? On our page?
On our page.
Page, not channel. Hit the notification, and then anytime that we're live, your phone will just ding that we're live, and you can just go for that. I mean, if you like. Otherwise, you can also join us on Discord. If you want to put that link back up, Angela, you can join us on Discord, and we put announcements there, so you can know when we're on Instagram and jump on. Another thing that, like she mentioned, after we do that live, we post it on YouTube for you to enjoy as well. It's not the same because you can't really interact with it live, but you can still see the breakdown.
Yeah.
And then if there are any musicians around, or if you know any musicians, let them know about it, because I think we share a lot of good information about, a musician's perspective on how to look at the song, how to approach the song if you're a guitarist, a bass player, a drummer, or whatever. Even though I don't play drums, even though I'm not a keyboard player, I still give a lot of insight into how you should approach it with the timing and how you should listen to the other parts, to the other guitar parts or the vocalist, so you can add the right expression to the song. So you can join us on Discord, and you receive notifications there as well. Yeah, so that's it. Song requests, we're not taking song requests here, Brenda. If you want to add them to the comments section down below, and then we'll add them to the list from there.
Yeah, I think maybe a couple are getting a little bit confused, maybe because there's, it's supposed to comment there, so maybe they think it's there, but there's a comment like section below the video itself.
In YouTube, there's a comment section down below, not the live chat. There's a comment section. You can add it there, and then we'll get to it. So any.
Do you want to tell them about this morning?
About this morning? Oh, yeah, I could
like a little bit about like how like you still had a lot of patience.
Ooh, the Great Spirit is testing my patience.
Yeah, but and it's like not a bad but, because I know you sometimes say but's not always a good thing to say, but like it's a good but. You had it. The Great Spirit is testing your patience, but I think you handled it pretty well. You know, I think I could be biased, right? But
I worked at a call center for years, and so I know like methods and procedures. So I know when I tell you this story, you're gonna understand where my heart is, my love for people.
Yeah, it's okay, Brenda. No need to apologize.
No, it's okay. A few weeks ago, I told you all that I had trouble with my dryer. It was making a horrible squeaky sound. I'm not just talking about a couple, like 1 or 2 weeks ago. Many weeks ago, I told you all that I had an issue. I called. I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it rhymes with Pearl Mool or Laytag. I'm not going to say the name of the company.
No.
But it rhymes with Laytag and Merle Cool.
I'm sorry.
And I called them and I said, hey, this machine is making this noise. They said, oh, we apologize. Please wait 2 weeks for a technician to show up. And then they show up and they're like, oh, it was just a loose little thing here and we fixed it. It should be fixed. It should be good. So I was like, cool. Next day, it started making the sound again. So I called them about 2 or 3 days later because I figured maybe it'll go away. Nope, it didn't go away. It just got louder. And then I called them, and they made me wait another 2 weeks for the technician to show up. So he shows up another 2 weeks later, and he says, oh, yeah, it's this part that's gone bad. Mind you, I've only had the machine for about 3 or 4 months at that time when it started with this problem. And then
I think it was sooner.
Sooner? Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it was sooner but proceed. Sorry.
Maybe. Then this guy said, but I have to order the part. It's going to be about a couple of weeks for us to get the part. And then when we get the part, then call us, and then you're going to schedule, and then we'll come back, right? So that's another 2 weeks after I call and schedule. So needless to say, about a month has already passed by, and I haven't heard from the company yet. So this morning I jump on a call. I wait an hour to actually speak to a human being. The lady was really nice, and I said, hey, listen, this was a gift for my mother, and I just wanted to make her happy because her old dryer wasn't working. And I said, can you please I want the machine replaced. At this point, I don't even want this one because you guys have told me it's going to be a couple of weeks. I have to call you, and now you're telling me that the part was not even ordered, so I have to still wait more time. So she said, let me put you on hold. She put me on hold, and then she's like, okay, I'm going to expedite the part to you. And I said, well, let me stop you because honestly, again, nothing against you. I know this is not your problem. I know you're not the one doing this. I said, but I do not want this machine anymore. I want to get it replaced. And then she said, well, I can only order the parts, so if you can hold, I can transfer you over to the lead something fancy title, and that person can help you with that. I said, okay. So then I waited another 10-15 minutes, finally got a hold of another human being, and then I explained my situation. I said, I don't want the part. I want it renewed. She goes, unfortunately, the warranty only allows for repairs, not for replacement. So we have to. And I said, you know that when you say, I understand, but when you say, but you cancel that you understand, and I don't feel understood here. I'm a paying customer. You already have my money, and I want my machine to work. Like, that's all I want. I just want this machine to work so that I can make my mom happy. She goes, I understand, but the warranty only covers. She basically just repeated herself word for word. And I said, okay, thank you for understanding that, but I need you to understand that this is an opportunity for you to make a customer happy, and I'm not happy. I said, now, I've worked in customer service in the call center for many, many years, and I know that there's something more that you can do. She said, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. And I said, okay, well, can you get somebody on the phone that can actually do something? She goes, no, unfortunately, I'm the highest level that you're going to speak to. And I said, I don't think so. I don't think that's actually true. There's always someone that you can talk to. And she said, no, I'm the only one that you can talk to today. This is it. And I said, I'm sorry, but I cannot accept that. I cannot accept that because you took my hard-earned money. I gave this as a gift to my mom. She's not happy. I'm not happy. And if you were the highest level, I think, you'd be more understanding and say, you know what, I understand that. We'll go ahead and replace the machine for you, but you don't have that authority. And so therefore I'm asking you to please transfer me to someone else. And you know what she said to me? I understand, but the warranty that you have is only for repairs and not for, so I was like, okay, fine. So I got off of the phone and I searched up the corporate number to Laytag, the Laytag Corporation. And then I got on their website and I did a live chat with someone. And you know what they told me? We understand it, but your warranty only covers for, right? And so I'm like, I was so...
And he's not one to even take it this far. He really isn't. Like, he likes to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I mean, keep in mind, this is already the third time that we've had to call. And not only that, but we have to call and then they're going to send out the part, but then we have to call back again in a week or something to get somebody to come out. And then the electrician, whoever fixes it, will come in 2 weeks. And then we have to call, we have to do all the arrangements for it. So that's what was frustrating. And he was just trying to express that. And it was just, well, yeah, just kind of.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I told him so many things, and just that I said, you know what, I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy that's like, oh, I paid all this money and I want this done. I said, because I know what it's like to be on your side of the phone. Like, I already know. So I'm asking you, please, like, make this right. Like, how does a company like that even stay in business? How do you stay in business saying, okay, you bought a machine, you've only had it for a couple of months, maybe 2 months. It started to break down. You paid for it. It's already paid for, and all we could do is send a technician. I'm like, you're wasting more money. Like, you're wasting the technician's money. You're wasting so much. and I said, okay, so can I take this back to this other company? I'm not going to say what the name of the company is, but can I take it back to Loan Depot? And I changed the name just for to protect their identity. Can I take it back to Loan Depot and say, hey, this machine doesn't work, give me my money back? She goes, no. And I said, well, then what am I supposed to do? Can you please tell me, like, can you advise me? What is the next step? She goes, well, your warranty only covers for repairs and it doesn't cover, and
so I asked him, I said, well, ask her, fine, if we do it that way again for the third time and it comes out again, and it happens, the problem still occurs, then what's the next steps we do? We have to keep calling for it to be repaired. Yep. And it was basically, yeah. So it was like, well,
yep.
I mean, what's the point of getting the extended warranty then? Like, you know?
Right. And I paid for an extended warranty at Loan Depot. And so it's like, what's the point of paying all these insurances if when there's a problem, you're just going to make me wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. It's been at least 3 months, maybe more, but it's been at least 3 months that I've been wanting to get this squeaky problem fixed, but I can't. So anyway, that's my rant.
Yeah.
That is my rant.
But he still did really well. Like, I feel like I probably would have lost it a little bit. Like, well, what are you going to do? Like, I need something to be done. Like, not in a rude way, but I would have, I don't know.
But that's kind of messed up.
I mean, but then it's hard too, because at the end of the day, that they have a job. I mean, I know, who knows, they may be having a bad day and they just are trying to keep their own patients, so you just kind of have to look on both sides. We have to give people the benefit of the doubt still, and you did. So,
yep. So if anybody knows anyone who works at LATAG, let me know. We'd like to get this fixed.
Washboard.
For real, at this point, just get a washboard. Get the classic washboard. Actually, I might since my mom has problems with circulation in her legs, maybe I just get her one of those bikes that she could just sit there and bike and it'll wash the clothes. And it's like
yeah,
it's human operated. that'd be fun.
Andrew has a little question for you.
Andrew says, Leo, that's me.
He says he's new here, by the way, too. So welcome.
Well, welcome, Andrew. Sorry, I think almost Andres. Andrew, welcome. Leo, when first finding out about Jesus and being saved, what were the best, most helpful things to hear that helped you? Maybe help you stick with it. What are the best, more helpful things? Well, okay, cool.
That's a good question.
First thing was being accepted for who I was at the time. Meaning not being called a sinner, not being told that I was nothing or that I needed this or anything. Just people showing up with love, like an openness. So being accepted as I was. The second thing was being loved. I guess it pretty much narrows it down to that. Every time I get someone on YouTube who leaves me a comment about how if I don't repent soon, that I'll either burn in HE double hockey sticks, or something bad is going to happen. Like negativity, I was never motivated by negativity or motivated by the opposite. Like you can't scare me into doing something. In fact, when I notice that someone's trying to scare me into something, I go in the opposite direction. Like the fear of loss is not a thing for me. When I had a job at a call center selling things over the phone, I was that guy that would call you and sell you things over the phone. When I had that job, they moved me into a campaign that was really challenging. It was really difficult. And after not being able to sell for like 2 days, they said, hey, if you don't sell by the end of the day, you're not going to have a job tomorrow. And what did I do? I sold something, but the very next day I went and I looked for another job at a different call center because I don't like that. I'd rather you say, hey, sell something today and you'll get twice your commission. Okay, cool. I'll do it. Motivate me that way, but don't motivate me by telling me, by making me afraid. I can't. In fact, whenever a salesman goes into that, like, hey man, but this offer is only good for today. I said, okay, well, if I don't
meant for you today.
If I don't get it from you today, man, well, thank you so much for everything that you did for me. And then guess what? The next day, hey, I know I said it was only for 1 day, but if you're still interested, just being open, loving people. Don't try to scare them into believing, because the people are already filled with fear. Like there's fear everywhere. And the last thing they need is to be motivated to join something, a group of people, an idea, a church or something where fear is the foundation of their commitment to God.
Yeah.
I think it's best that they join some place where they feel loved and respected and cared for and accepted as they are. I mean, Christ accepts them as they are. Why can't we as humans do it? It's possible, but sometimes we feel like we're like the authority over all things God, and we say no, but we need to tell people that they're sinners. We need to crush them with their own sin. We need to use their fear and their anxiety and everything against them so that they can love God. And it doesn't work that way. They end up loving God because they fear God and not because they actually love his kindness and his love and his compassion and all of that. So what do you think?
No, I agree. I don't like, for me personally, I don't think that scaring somebody into doing something is the right way to go about it, because that's happened to me in different situations where I felt like, and I would do it sometimes because I was afraid that something was either going to happen to me or that I wasn't going to be accepted in something. So sometimes I would just go with it, and I felt like I was lying to myself and I was being a fraud because I was just going along with what somebody else was telling me, because they were giving me this idea that you're a bad person or something bad is going to happen to you, and I'm like, I don't want that to happen, So then I went into it with fear, and I ended up really sometimes I didn't like that part of me that would do that. And I had to learn the hard way sometimes with that.
I think the worst thing that somebody told me when I was an atheist as a Christian to motivate me to go to Christ was, well, you have a daughter. Do you really want her to burn in hell for all eternity? Are you willing to take that risk? And I'm like, bye. Sorry. Like you just hit a soft spot. My daughter is like everything to me. Like I named her middle name is Amor. Her middle name is Love. And I love that child. Like nobody's business. Like anybody would love any child, well, not anybody, because there's some people who don't love their children, but you know what I mean. And I'm like, you just went too far. Like you want me to go and join you. You scared me that my daughter might burn in hell for the rest of her life. Like that's not okay. That is not okay. Let's see. I was very excited when I saw that you had received Jesus. I'm sorry that people still leave hostile comments. It's okay. It really is okay. I'm really sorry that they leave it too, because I feel for them. I'm not saying that I pity them or anything like that, but there's Erika and I have been having these conversations almost late.
I think he's like weird.
It's weird. Okay, sorry.
I'm afraid I'm gonna
maybe
fall.
Try not to step on the middle.
I'm just afraid that I'm going to fall.
We'll get you a different one. I think that one's broken.
I think.
But
yeah, we've been having these conversations.
We've had these conversations late at night, and we talk about why people do what they do, so we can better understand people and meet them where they are and not be upset by some of their comments. We just understand, like, some people just really love Christ. They really, really love him. And I think sometimes they love Christ with all their mind, but not all their heart and not all their soul. Some people do, some people have a combination of that, but I think you should love God with all your mind, heart, and soul. And there's an and there, not a but an and you should allow the renewing of your mind, the renewing of your heart, so that you can wash out everything that isn't sacred, and have a clean home, have a clean, sacred space in which to love God. It's like if God came to your house, depending on the situation, like you have kids, or maybe you're like a big kid and you have a mess everywhere. Like, if Christ were to come to your home, you'd want to clean it, at least make it look a little bit decent, right? It's the same thing. You want to clean your inside. You want to clean your mind so that God doesn't see, those things. And I'm not just saying tuck them underneath the rug, which is what some people do, is they hide it. I'm talking about get rid of it. Like really just take out all of the stuff that's in your mind, in your head, all the negativity, all the negative thoughts, all the negative memories, put them all out of your head, and only welcome back that which is actually serving Christ, serves that higher purpose, not serves just you or your fleshy purpose, if you will. So there's that. I watched the Great Spirit change you. I didn't need to tell you anything. He was already working. All I had to do was Spirit and watch him work in you. Thank you, Mary Leanne. You've been one of the people that, like I said, one of the people that have been there and have loved Erika and I, like from the very beginning. It's never wavered, even when the channel took maybe a little bit of a turn, or when I made maybe a bad choice on the channel and listened to a song that wasn't appropriate for the channel. You all still stood by me and still loved me. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you said the Great Spirit, because a lot of people had a big issue with me saying the Great Spirit. Some people were like, the Great Spirit is Jesus, bro. And it's like, I know. Yeah, but don't call him the Great Spirit. He's not the Great Spirit. And I'm like, well, God is a spirit and God is great. So why not?
Yeah.
I also call him the great healer, the great provider.
Yeah, he's great.
Because he is the one that provides greatly. He's the one that heals greatly. He's the one that's great. He's great. Why not? So you'll hear me say all that. It's not out of disrespect. It's not like I'm calling him, hey, it's like the dude upstairs or, or anything like that.
Different.
Or calling him like anything else. I'm being as respectful as I possibly can. And I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. Are we frozen?
Oh, well, at least I don't look funny.
I'm not sure if that.
Maybe if they can still. If you guys can still hear us, can you let us know?
Let me.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if this is going to. I don't think the internet's out.
No, because they're still typing. Maybe. Oh, they said yes, they can hear us. So.
Oh.
You can hear us, but can you guys see us anymore?
Are we? Let me turn off the camera and turn it back on. Huh. Let's see. Oh, there it is.
We're back.
Okay, we're back. I don't know why, but we were frozen on the screen.
Oh, they can.
No, can't see. Okay, cool. I think you can see us now.
I hope so.
But yeah, any other questions?
Oh, Sister Caroline.
Sister Caroline. Hey. If Laytag gets hundreds of calls from La Familia, that Loan Depot is providing satisfactory service to their end users. You may see some. Yeah, that's true.
Sister Caroline.
That is true. Thank you. If Laytag gets hundreds of calls from La Familia, in fact, maybe Loan Depot might want to get tons of calls from La Familia so that they no longer use Laytag because, like, hey, you're letting your customers down, bro. Like, they're making you look bad because I bought it from you. You know what I'm saying? Love your neighbors, understand and know them first so you can see and learn how to treat them. What are some of the reasons why you think we don't want to understand other people? Why is it?
Ooh.
We've had this conversation because the other day I talked about Buddhism really, really briefly. And then I went away from it. But it's like, why do we not want to understand other people?
I just think that a lot of people are just set in their ways, and maybe they always go back to depending like their church or their pastor or just other people that they've known for a while. So they kind of just continue to go based off of that. And I'm not saying they don't have their own mind. I think that they've been told that for so long. So it's kind of hard and challenging for them to be a little bit more open-minded to new ideas, or maybe they're just even afraid to have a different like outlet or a change, a different direction with where they see things. And I just think that could be scary too for people to have change in their own thought that they thought for 20 years, that could be scary to some people, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is, especially when your beliefs becomes the foundation on which you stand on. So if anybody questions it, or if you maybe look at somebody else or try to understand it, maybe you feel like what you're standing on is at risk and you don't want to risk that. That's a good reason. Brindell, Joseph says, when did you start believing in Christ? First of all, Brindell, welcome. I don't think we've ever seen you on the live chat, so welcome to the live chat. Brandy, also welcome to the live chat. When did you start believing in Christ?
Well, I've always believed in Christ. But the thing is, I've always gone back and forth with it, the doubts, the questions, and I've been told that that's okay. But I've always had Christ in me, and I've always believed in Christ. But when I really became strong with wanting to learn, ask people, watch things online, go to church and stuff, it was probably in my 20s, my early 20s. And then there's some stuff that had happened that I kind of took a step away. But the last 2 years, it's been pretty consistent. But if I can answer that question just bluntly, I've always believed in Christ. That's just.
Yeah, same here. I grew up, believing in him. I played at church for him many times. There were some things that happened that made me walk away from all that. But I call myself an atheist. I was not a very good atheist because I still believe in something, higher power, if you want to, because that's what I called it, the higher power. But that was just being stubborn and not wanting to call it what it was, God, like call it God. And even though I was an atheist, I still knew that there was something there that was sustaining me. I surrendered to it, and then I came right back around. And it wasn't until it called me to start this channel and to listen to more Christian music that I realized that you'd been there more, he'd been there even in the times where I didn't think he was there. And so
that's interesting.
So to answer that question straight, it's just I've always believed, but I came back and started to seriously call myself a student of Christ and a follower of the truth. And that's really what I'm doing here. So I know that it's maybe strange to some of you. I'm striking conversation. So yes, One World, you said we've walked away far from from what you're interested in, the future of this channel. And this has a little bit to do with it, that I'm talking to people from all churches. I'm talking to people from all denominations. I'm talking to people from all sorts of ideas and all kinds of theologies and ideas and concepts. And I don't want anyone to take it as I'm now that theology or I'm now to that idea. I may agree with them, and I may also disagree with them on some things, but I personally am just following the path. I'm just following the way. I'm following the way. I'm following the truth, and I'm allowing the Spirit to tell me what is true and what is not true. And I'm not saying that I have the authority, because I will never tell you to follow me, or that, hey, I believe this now, and so I want you all to follow me on this belief or anything like that. I'm just exploring all of this. I'm just exploring all of it, and I'm really interested in knowing what it is that Christ really was about, and what his teachings were really about, and where his heart was, and why he did certain things, why he said certain things, and try to follow that as closely as I possibly can, because I personally think that if I were to get too close to a church, I would be let off the path a little bit. I'm not saying, again, I'm not throwing any churches into what, like putting them in a bad light or anything like that. I'm just saying that for me, I'm just exploring all of it. I'm really exploring all of it because it all points to Christ anyway. It all points to Christ. So
really
when I look at something, I want to see, what are you pointing to? Are you pointing back to the Bible? Are you pointing to another person? Are you saying, like, for example, no, never mind, I'm not going to go there. But are you pointing to someone else, or are you pointing back to Christ? If you point back to Christ, I'm with it. I'm with that on that. Like, let me know. Like, I'm down for that. If in the end I end up in a specific church, then it will be after very careful consideration. If I end up, in no church, but I'm still loving God, for those of you who still welcome that and accept that, thank you. For those who say, you know what, I can't with this, that's okay too. Like, that's okay, because I'm not here to start a new theology. I'm not here to start anything new, or to reinvent the wheel, or to join somebody else's wagon or anything like that. Not yet, at least, but I'm not objecting to it. And so I'm allowing myself to be completely open.
Really good.
Completely open. And I hope that you all are too. Unfortunately, the conversation that we've been having lately, with the Holy Spirit, has turned some people away, and it saddens me, because the purpose is to bring us together, to bring unity to the world, and to bring unity online. I think with the pandemic, whether you are for it or not, or believe in it or not, or you think it's a conspiracy or not, or you're for or against vaccinations, or wherever you stand, I think that this thing, whatever it was, whatever it is, whatever it isn't, was God's way of redefining the church. What does it mean to be in a church? Because a lot of us came together online, not in a building. We came together online, and we all talk about love, and we all talk about peace, and we all talk about the love of God and the peace of God. And we come together for that. We come together for that. We come together for unity, to bring unity to God's children. And if you're for that, then we're going to continue spreading love. If not, then we're not.
There's a couple questions.
Above.
There was a. I think did Trishana have one? Or
let's
Linda?
see. How do you feel about titles, labels generally? How necessary do you think they are, if at all? Trishana, I had this conversation a few days ago with Erika. I don't like labels. And I don't say that in the way that you've heard it before. I don't say that in the way that everybody says, like, no, man, you can't label me, or I'm not making fun of those people, but I'm just saying, like, people are like, no, I don't want labels, but yet they still label themselves. I'm talking about, like, my name for me, Leonardo Torres, means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. This is the name that was given to me at birth. The place where I was born, my nationality, I'm not saying that I'm not proud of it, because I still root for Mexico when they play soccer, right? Because that's my native, my motherland, my homeland, right? Even though I'm now a United States citizen and I love this country and I'm grateful for what this country has done and the opportunities that this country has given me, I'm very thankful. And I'm also very thankful for the people who've served in the military and who've I'm very respectful for that as well. So I'm not that person who's not respectful for it. But even my nationality means nothing to me. And I hope people don't take this in a bad way. But I do not. I do the very best to remove every single label that I have, even my roles as well, the role of father, of boyfriend, of son, of nephew, of cousin, of whatever you call it. Like, I'm not in favor of labels or titles just as a whole. I came to the title of student of Christ and follower of truth reluctantly, because I still see that as a label. And for example, the Christian label comes with a lot of baggage. It really does. And I mean this with the highest respect, because when you think about a Christian, you can either think of Mother Teresa, or you can also think of Westboro, who are just, semi-angry people. And no offense to them, but just from what I've seen, okay, if I'm wrong about them, then I'm wrong about them. I'm not judging or anything like that. But all I know is that their approach to certain styles or lifestyles are not the best. They're not very loving. And so I question that. If it comes from a place of God, it would come from a place of love. And you could still be angry about something. You could still not like something and still come from a place of love. So I don't like that. Is it necessary? I think for the world it is. It's necessary for the world, because we live on these labels. But in the internal world, it is not necessary at all. It's not necessary to have any labels at all if you are, if you, in your internal world. As long as you know that internally you don't have to label yourself something, then how you live external is going to make a huge difference. Because then you won't question, am I a good son? Am I a good father? Even though I do question whether or not I'm a good father, only because my goal is to be a great father one day, like that my children are proud of who their dad is. That's a goal of mine. So I take that role very seriously, but internally I try my best not to take on that role too seriously, so that I don't judge myself too harshly, so that I don't beat myself up too harshly as well. Do you want to get off that thing?
Yeah,
just
sorry.
Get off of it. It's okay.
I'm gonna go back to being my natural height now.
Okay.
Because my thing is, I think it's broken. It's okay. They can still see my face.
Okay. All right.
But this is
we'll leave it there for now.
This is my normal height.
So I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah, let me know.
Boom.
Let's see. What other question did we see here? I saw another question here.
I think it was above. Go ahead.
Okay. So, any advice for self-love?
Oh, that's a good one.
Go for it.
Oh. Well, I saw that Angela put in about praying about it helps. Finding what makes you happy also helps. Figuring that out first, because obviously I've learned the hard way with that. Like, I've deal with that on a daily, even now, really kind of loving myself in whole. And I know that sounds kind of like not crazy, but people always think like, why? I have a lot of insecurities, and what helps me is listening to my worship, journaling, complimenting myself, giving myself a compliment once a day. I'm trying to do that. He'll probably tell me after this, you didn't compliment yourself today, but it's just being kinder to myself, giving myself the same benefit of the doubt, giving myself the same patience that I give to other people with themselves. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and just learning from them, just growing, because that's also learning to love yourself. I think when you when you basically go, what am I trying to say? I'm getting all like tongue twisted, but just really figuring yourself out, and not all at once, because you don't have to do it all at once. But I think just really just being kinder to yourself, being more patient with yourself, and forgiving with yourself for things. Those are 3 big things that I do to really remind myself that I am loved as much as I tell others that they're loved. I need, I advocate and I give people the advice. I tell people, you're worthy, you're loved, you're beautiful, you're amazing. And I'm like, did you tell yourself that today? Like, do you feel that about yourself? Like, so just kind of being your own cheerleader too. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't need to wait for somebody else to tell you. It's nice to hear it from other people, of course, but be that for yourself. Like, tell you that, and God already knows that too. So it's not a lie. God already knew that before you were here. So,
that's good. My advice to add to that is to date yourself. Mm-hmm. I think the key to learning to love yourself is self-awareness. So getting to know who you are, and there's nothing like dating yourself to get to know yourself. So like ask yourself, like, hey, what's your favorite movie and why? And
treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself for real.
Pretty
like
much.
Like, hey, would you like to go out on a date? We'll go get massages, and guess what? You only have to pay for one person. Yeah. So that's great.
You get all the pizza to yourself.
You get all the pizza to yourself. You get all the wine to yourself.
All the dessert to yourself.
Right, the dessert. Right, you get the massages. You get do something that you normally wouldn't do. Like, I know a lot of people who would never go to the theater by themselves. And I went through a phase where I was doing a lot of things just on my own, because it's not that I didn't want to depend on people. I know that we all depend on each other, but it's great to know that you can depend on yourself. Mm-hmm. And if there's this fear of being alone, it gets really challenging. You can't be afraid to be alone. You have to be comfortable in your own shell and say, this is how God made me. This is who I am. Yes, I'm a person who feels this way. Yes, I'm a person who thinks this way. Is it right? I don't know. But I'm going to get to know it. I'm going to get to know whether or not it's right. And maybe on some things you might be right. Some things you might find out that you're wrong. You're looking at them in the wrong way. Yeah. But you'll never know unless you question them. You'll never know unless you shine light into them. Unless you spend time with yourself. Unless you take a moment to love, to treat yourself like you would treat anybody else if you were dating them.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Because sometimes we treat our partner better than we treat ourselves. And so why not? I mean, if you're already with someone. So that advice is great if you're by yourself, by the way, like if you're single. But if you are already seeing someone, taking some time to yourself also, going out,
helps.
going for a walk by yourself, going to the park and sitting at the park and just watch, how people interact with each other, pay close attention to how people interact with you. So yeah, and maybe even ask your friends, like, hey, what do you think that I think of myself? What do you think that I think of myself? Mm-hmm. What do you think I think of myself?
I think that you think you're pretty awesome, actually. And that's not being like too confident. I think, I mean, you don't like complimenting yourself either. So you don't like, not that you don't like, it's hard for you to accept compliments too. Yeah. But I think that's just like normal for a lot of people to not accept compliments. All the people that I've told right here, you're beautiful. They're like, oh, stop, I'm not. I was like, yes, you are. Like, we don't know how to receive them. Why is that, you think?
I don't know. Because we think of people who actually accept compliments as like they're full of themselves, that their ego is like, that their ego is big.
I don't like that.
Yeah. But Ayansa says, welcome, by the way. When was the time that you can point at your turning point, and what's the experience of it? Oh, I don't know how some of you are going to feel about my answer, but I think my turning point was when I became an atheist.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm not making that face because I don't like it. I'm saying like, what?
My turning point started when I became an atheist. I think when I became an atheist, I began my real relationship with Christ, or with God. Because I turned away and I wanted to prove that he wasn't there, or like I didn't want anything to do with him. I was angry at other human beings who were misrepresenting him. And in those little moments where I wasn't believing in God, like God still showed up. He still blessed my family. He still kept me safe. And those were the tiny little moments that got the ball rolling and helped gain momentum to where I am today. practically. So that's my answer to that. I have to drive again. Roxana, see ya. Thank you so much for hanging out. If I was a turtle, I would be comfortable in my own shell. Oh man. I wish I could translate this, but surgery done 1 month, but heavy pain. We'll be praying for your pain and surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Srinivas Raj. Srinivas Ji, we will be praying for you. Thank you for joining us. As someone who wants to be a pastor, what do you think is important for church leadership? Ooh. Pastor Mike, help me out with that one. For leadership. Okay. I saw this graph that said that most leaders think that they're in front of their people leading the way, but it was reversed. It was the leader behind the people, encouraging them on the way. So I still think it's like kind of like a mixture of both things. You can't expect people to go where you haven't been. You really have to go where you've been. You have to walk the walk. You have to talk the talk. Mm-hmm. Integrity is a huge one. Humility, being humble, humbling yourself. You have to be a good listener. Being a good listener is key because you're put in front of a lot of people that are going to come to you for, a lot of big questions and a lot of big situations. You're going to have people who are probably going to deal with some situations and you're going to be like, wow, I don't even know how to approach this. And you have to humble yourself enough to say, maybe I don't know the answer to this, but we'll figure it out together. I'm with you, to walk with your people, I think the most important one of everything that I just mentioned is listening, being a good listener.
Yeah.
Being a good listener, listening with love and responding with love. Yeah. To be a good leader, you must first be led. Yeah, that's right. That's good, Jonathan. That's a really good one. Lead by example, humility, integrity, meekness, the ability to listen, a desire to grow in your faith. A desire to grow in your faith. Never feel like you've already reached it. Like, that's it. I'm here. The ego likes to think that it's here. It's arrived. There is no arrival. You never arrive. There's so many things to learn. So many things to explore. Going into yourself and finding out who you are first is key so that you can tell people, hey, well, when I was dealing with this situation, this is how I dealt with it,
Bye, Bella. Thank you for coming.
I haven't been on
y'all's lives here in a
long while. Yeah. This has been really, really nice for me. Also, thanks for the advice. I got to go though. Love you, familia. Bella, thank you so much for joining us again.
And welcome back again.
Yeah, welcome back again. We hope to see you again soon. Thanks for joining us. So I want to thank you every time you took into consideration my comments on how you develop the channel and improve it. You have done it on a number of occasions, I must admit. Yeah, One World, thank you for the suggestions. Unfortunately, I can't take on all of the suggestions, but I have taken on some of the suggestions you've made, and some I've dropped because it either didn't work out for my schedule or it didn't work out for that topic or whatnot. But your feedback is important. I want you to know that you are valued. You are important in this channel. I'd like to go back and watch a reaction to So Will I. When the synthesizers were led by the Holy Spirit, that you were speechless. Your face was one of great revelation. So will I. So will I. The sound design in that song. Incredible.
It's beautiful.
Incredible. So we definitely will listen to both Taya and Ben's version. To be a good leader, you must first be led. Yes. Sorry, I already read that one. I think Serena's is saying there's health issues. Yes, we will definitely be praying for Srinivas. I think that your turning point is when you became an atheist, is honest. You got real. I've known people whose turning point is when they yell at God. Yeah. A lot of times we do need that venting, You need to ask those big questions. Why? I appreciate this, though. I just want to do the best I can for whoever I have the opportunity to serve in the future. Trishana, if I may, I'm gonna probably get a little deep in this, but if I may, just keep this in mind. You're saying that you want to do the best that you can for whoever you have the opportunity to serve in the future, and I believe that you can serve many, many people. And remember this thing: you're actually only serving one. You're actually serving one person, and that person is God. That's the only one that you're serving. And as long as you remember that, when somebody approaches you and needs you, see that as God approaching you and needing something of you, like saying, "Hey, this person needs you. Be there for that person," and you show up for that person as if they're the only one,
Yes.
that exists, and you'll be set. Just remember that one thing. Show up for them as if they're the only person in the world, and that person is God showing up as that person.
Amen
and
to that.
You will not fail. So we'll be praying for your journey, and pray good things for you. Love your reactions in your podcast. I also just love interacting with you both on Discord. Thank you, Cap. We love you on this channel too.
You got some cool hair there, Cap, in your picture you got. And the hairstyle is really cool there.
Cool. Yeah,
Can I cut your hair like that then?
You want to? Should I cut my hair like that? Just go full hawk?
I
don't have hair back here though, so it'll be shorter back here. But
it's all right. We'll make it work somehow.
Yeah, Trishana, I'll.
Or you should just send it her.
I'll say it. If I chop it, I'll chop it and I'll tag you on it, and then post it as a short.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yes, amen. Do all that you do as to the Lord.
PJ.
Yes. It doesn't really get much simpler than that, familia. Like it doesn't get much simpler than that. If we come to Christ and then Christ says, "Be one with me as I'm one with you," and then we allow his love to be in us and then flow in us and through us, and we allow ourselves to get out of his way and allow his words to be our words, and we are one with each other as he prayed for. If we're one with one another, then there technically is only one person. There's only technically one. I'm not sure how that some people are going to take that. At some point, I could see people putting me on like one of those videos of like false teacher. That's okay. I'm going to speak the truth always. And the truth is we are one. We are one. Now you might have people who say like, that's blasphemy. That's not true. And I think that's the enemy wanting to divide everybody, because as long as we're divided, he's got us. He's got us. And when we're one, you can't get to us.
Yeah, when you're all one
it's
together.
It's impossible. I remember the movie, I don't know how you feel about this movie, but Planet of the Apes, where he's all like, he's like, when we're by ourselves, he breaks the one little twig. He says like weak, but when we're together, and he grabs a bunch of twigs and he tries to break them, and he goes, together, very strong. So now that's it, familia. We're stronger when we're together. And so if there's divisiveness, then I haven't used that word in a while, and I don't know if I just said it correctly. Divisiveness. If there's division, there you go. If there's division, then we are weak. We will be weak. All things work together for good. That's right. God, we always provide. My mom was dying. I thought, how sad. I'm alone with her for final prayers. He put a Pentecostal seminarian in my path. God is good. So sorry to hear about your mother, Sister Caroline, but thank you for sharing that. I love watching you sweet expressions of joy and beautiful transformation take place here. Your precious soul.
Oh, thank you, PJ. Aww. It really is. Sometimes I do just stand here and I just like smile at him while he's talking, because it does. Like it's so amazing and so precious to just be like, not in the background like that. I don't mean it like that, but really be in the midst of it all, and like watching him just be himself and just be such a light to everybody. It's just been beautiful to watch. And sometimes I want to gaze, and I'm just like, and then with all of you guys, you guys' beautiful comments and everything, it just makes me smile all the time. My smile could be a little bit too big sometimes.
Nonsense. Pastor Mike says, you are called to be the image of God to the people around you. Your mandate is to show him and his love wherever you go. That's right. Stronger together, even stronger with carne asada, with tacos.
Ooh.
All bets are off. That's right.
We're going to eat some pizza right now after this.
Yeah, we're going to eat some pizza. I mean, salad.
A salad with lots of cheese and sauce and
cheese sauce, dough, and pepperoni, and some
jalapenos.
Jalapenos. All right, cool. Let's see. We'll take a couple of questions more, and then we'll head out because we just want to.
Now I'm going like this.
I want to prepare for tomorrow. I'm sorry, love. I'm gonna get you another.
No, it's okay. This is just. I don't know. Like I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. See,
I lost
it's all
the
the
box,
tacos you keep making.
I lost
making me eat.
No, it was damaged already. I lost the box, so I doubt I can return it.
It's okay.
But it's all right. We'll stuffed crust. No, not stuffed crust. That's a little too far.
It's really good though.
I feel guilty enough as it is. If it were stuffed crust, I think I'd be like, nah.
Taco pizza? Ooh, we should make a taco pizza. We haven't had one of those in a while. Have you ever had a taco pizza?
I have never had a taco pizza.
Really? It's really good actually. You'd think like it wouldn't, or probably too much, but it's really good.
I've had a Mexican pizza.
It's kind of like, oh, that's what I'm talking about then.
Oh, is that it?
I mean,
Mexican pizza has chorizo, asada. It still has salami, not beans.
You didn't have it with beans?
I didn't have it with beans. Yeah, and then they give you a hot sauce with it and ketchup. I don't know why we like pizza with ketchup in Mexico, but
Pastor Mike, I just saw your thing. Leonardo was just talking about that right now.
What?
The debate of pepperoni, pineapple on pizza, and yeah, that's a whole no because he doesn't even like ranch.
I'm just going by what people told me, and apparently pineapple does not belong on pizza. That's it. Like,
we're gonna have a debate right now. We should do that on Instagram right now. We should really put, does pineapple go on pizza? Yes or no?
Yeah. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no? Yeah. Let's see who else is. Oh, Jacqueline. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Sleep well. Thanks for watching us. Trishana says yes. Pineapple pizza is the best. All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've tried it. I'm not for it.
See, I'm not.
I've tried it.
I don't just like.
I don't like it.
I won't order it. Like that's not what I call for. But I mean, if I'm at a party or something and there's pizza with pineapple on it, like I'm still gonna eat it. It's food, and I'm hungry. And well, it's still pizza to me. It isn't. It's not like a make or break it. Make or break it for me. Like I'll eat it.
But then again, I put ketchup on pizza sometimes. No, when I was younger, I've only done it one time.
I was gonna do the.
And so yes, but it already has like tomato sauce on it, so I guess it wasn't that.
Yeah, but I tried it, but I'm not a big fan of ketchup though.
Okay, so would it be alright if I put like mango on my pizza?
I mean, don't
slice mango.
Maybe
on the pizza. Pineapple is the eagle powers of. Yeah. Okay. Do you know what happened when he had the eagle powers? He first grabbed the egg and you grabbed the you cracked it, and you remember that scene like. The yolk and all that, like
Pastor Mike's like, what ketchup
is the eagle powers of pizza? Yeah, there was no eagle powers. There were no eagle powers. It gave them the nutrients. Come on. And they get chocolate pudding and butterscotch on pizza.
I don't know.
My father-in-law makes good tamales. Ooh. Party at your
I love tamales. I love when it's tamales season for like my grandma when she.
I'll eat it, but I don't like it too much. Yeah, like if you're Hawaiian, yeah, maybe, I guess. Yeah, but you can see, like, I guess every culture is like, okay, we want pizza, but I also want tacos. What do? Put the carne asada on the pizza. Done, Like,
there's still the worst option of banana on pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She said they put banana on pizza. But can you imagine, like, somebody's like, hey, what do you want to eat? I don't know, like mac and cheese. I want pizza, and then you put mac and cheese on the pizza, or like somebody wants
I think that's a thing.
Somebody wants like a sandwich, like a Philly cheese. Oh no, never mind. That probably works.
It's probably a thing, but is the banana like just like the banana itself, like the when it's ripe, or like do they maybe like how like sometimes you have like banana chips or like you fry them and you put them on there? Is it like that? Maybe that would taste good, but I don't know about putting just like a solid banana on there. I don't know.
Maybe Philly teak. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I don't know. Speaking of banana.
Oh, I made choco bananas.
Yeah, she made choco bananas this weekend.
His mom loves choco bananas, and his grandmother used to do them all the time for people in Mexico, right? She used to sell them to the kids to get all excited to come to your grandma's house. They were and awesome. They're not going to be like his grandmother's, of course. Nothing's like grandmother's, but they came out pretty good. And his mom loved them, so and it was a nice surprise because she wasn't feeling so great this weekend.
What is dessert pizza?
You never had dessert pizza?
No.
It's like,
is it like a cheese?
It's kind of like, it looks like
cheesecake?
No, you don't have to put cheesecake. I mean, you can basically probably do whatever you want with it. You can probably build however you want. Fruit pizza too. I mean, I'll stick to the regular pizza with pepperoni and cheese, but I mean, I'll have a dessert pizza.
Okay, here's another pizza debate. Is when you get like when you have to have like leftover pizza, do you eat it cold or do you heat it up again?
Okay.
What's the right way of eating leftover pizza? Cold pizza, warm it up again.
Okay, I'm gonna be weird. I love that as like what are you sitting down for?
I need to sit down.
Okay, I'll ride solo. I don't know. When I was in high school, I used to just grab it out of the refrigerator, and it was the best. Like right before I was going to school. What? And it was cold, and I liked it cold.
Throw it out. Depends on the quality. Okay.
See, Trishana, you're my girl. You be like a pineapple pizza. You saying cold?
Nutella pizza? Cold pizza? I don't know. I see. Maybe I'm spoiled, but I like to warm it up on a sauce, not a saucepan. What do you call it?
A comal.
A comal, like pan, right?
A pan, just like a
regular pan to saute, whatever pan. And I actually warm the cheese first to get the cheese kind of brown, kind of burnt a little bit with the pepperoni.
Frying pan.
And then, frying pan. And then I flip it over, and then cook the bread.
Okay, but let me correct myself. I said when I was in high school. So I was a lazy teenager who didn't want to warm it up and just wanted to grab it and go. Like it was just one of those things, Now, and David, not the microwave. I would do it in the microwave because another thing is lazy because I don't want to grab a pan. I don't want to sit there and wait. I just rather just pop it in for.
Okay, for those of you who said cold pizza, does that mean that you eat your Hot Pockets, like the pizza Hot Pockets, cold?
No, that's different.
Because that'd be a cold pocket. Why is that different?
Because it was frozen before you got it. I'm not gonna need it cold. The pizza you get from hot, like it's hot.
Okay, so do you warm it up a Hot Pocket and then let it go cold and then eat it cold?
No. Okay. Well, I'm actually.
Okay, so do you care? Sorry, do you care that the pizza showed up late and it's cold?
Yeah, but it's a different thing because it's in the refrigerator. You don't get it. Don't knock it. You're gonna have. I'm gonna put a piece, and you're gonna just eat it. You're gonna know what I'm talking about.
No, I probably have a hard time chewing it.
Okay. Now,
Hot Pocket is not pizza.
Well, it's like half and half right now. You have people that are like, "Ew, no," and I see Angela going, "Erika," with a bunch of exclamation points. I'm gonna get a message right now and be like, "My friend."
Trishana is totally your best friend. Don't you like melted ice cream?
I don't like it too melted, but I don't like it super hard.
But you like it to melt a little bit.
I do. Yeah. Trishana, you're like my spirit sister, like girlfriend. Like,
yeah, you can totally hang out and get along just fine.
Yeah, but it's just more of a lazy thing. But it's really not bad. Like I said, I love food too. So I mean,
why time with a J? Hey, I had seen you on my recommended about you listening to Christian music and reacting. Much love to you. Sorry, off topic. Hey, no problem. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live chat. Stick around. Thank you for checking out. Thank you for checking out for clicking on that recommendation. A lot of people don't. So thank you so much for that. Yeah. Not sure there's such a thing as off topic. Yeah, we're all just one big off topic conversation.
But you like how we still ended with food?
Yeah,
like,
we just
always end with food. But
yeah, I don't know.
I am guilty of warming up my food though a lot. Yeah. That is true. Like I guess like when I'm making a meal, like and I don't know. I don't like serving you cold food, but like I said, certain things are okay.
Po Man's Pizza, is that like a piece of toast with melted like sandwich cheese, that little Kraft cheese with pepperonis on top? Is that the Po Man's Pizza? I think it is.
Yeah, everybody on this channel loves food. I don't think that's like an issue here. Food is.
Oh, speaking of future of the channel, I wanted to ask y'all's opinion. All 21 of you. You get to decide. You're the one that gets to decide today. Should Erika and I do a try not to cry challenge and react to like those heartwarming stories that you see all the time of somebody like giving a car away or giving a house away to someone whose house burned down, or one of those, those stories, right? You see them on Oprah all the time.
I just told you that my warning label was that I cry all the time.
Yeah. So that means I'm gonna win. No, but I'm a crybaby too. Like I really see a sad story, and I'm like tearing up because I don't know. I can put myself in those people's positions like so easily.
I like a good steak.
A good steak? Oh.
Welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best. To try. Oh, why is it not showing up? Oh, YouTube. Come on. I mean, StreamYard. I'm gonna come back in. StreamYard. Amigo.
There you go.
There it is. Boom.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I'm gonna try to pronounce your name, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Zerubbabel or Zerubbabel? Zerubbabel Goitam. Zerubbabel Goitam. Please tell us where you are joining us from. Please.
Okay.
Title them I'm Not Crying. Yes. Okay. So great idea. Again, we just want to spread love. So we've already spread love with the music, right? You're right. Yes. I love getting
high five. That was good. Nice.
You see that high five? Excellent. So yes, we want to spread love. We want to share. The point of that is to share stories with you about people spreading love and encourage, motivate you all to become, practitioners of love spreading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if that's
one day we will do the cooking too, the carne asada, since tacos is like part of La Familia.
Yeah.
We have to do it one time.
Okay.
To make tacos. I mean, I'll help you all, but they want to see you on your griddle. So we got to put you on your griddle somehow. Maybe you upload it later.
Yeah. Okay.
Something so they can see you.
We'll do it from scratch. We'll go to the store. We'll buy the meat.
I'll marinate the meat.
You'll marinate the meat. We'll show people. Excellent. The key is oranges and a little bit of lime. That's the key to a good
I'm hungry for
carne asada. And then we'll grill it. We'll chop it. We'll make some tacos, and we'll do all the works. The cebolla, cilantro, some avocados on there. We'll throw in some cheese.
We'll even do some homemade tortillas.
I'm hungry now.
I know.
All right, we'll homemade tortillas. Yeah, maybe we can have my mom.
We can show. Yeah, so you know how to make homemade tortillas.
Soldiers and dogs. I cry every time. Oh my goodness. There's a guy on Masterclass, that one app where you download. He trains dogs, right? So he's the one that taught me how to train Archie Boy. But what he does, he used to train like circus animals, and he used to train zoo animals, right? And so he gave that up so that he can train dogs to become service dogs for people who either lost like a limb in the war. And so he trained this dog to become like this man's like footstep when he's going up a curb, because he can't walk. So, when he comes up to a curb, it's difficult. So what the dog does is kind of like kneels so that he can like put his weight on the dog and then help him get, climb a step. And it's just so sad. I love it. So we'll definitely do some stories like that. Let's see. So Zerubbabel from Dubai.
Ooh,
welcome.
Nice. Welcome.
Thank you so much for the love and support. Title them I'm Not Crying. Cool. So we're going to do some of those little stories. Okay. So if you all have a story you want to share with us and you want us to see, send it over. I think I'm going to start off with Team Hoyt.
Ooh.
Team Hoyt. Because that story from a father's perspective is just so touching and so... it's so moving. I hope I don't run into some kind of copyright issues with those, but we're going to try them anyway.
Yeah, they can send them either to you. What would be the best place for them to send them?
Yeah. So if you want to send them, you can email them to us. I think an email link would probably be better.
Well, because if they send them to you to Instagram, he gets like a lot of messages. Sometimes they get lost unless they. I mean,
actually, why don't you stay tuned, because I'll do a post on the communities tab here on YouTube. I'll say, hey, add your favorite sad story, right? And then you can just add the links in the comment section of that video.
Yeah.
It'll be easier. It'll be way easier than to go through my emails, because then I have to go through all my other emails and stuff, and it'll get too cluttered. So maybe
or they
best
can
not
send
to do
them
it
to
that
me
way.
too. I mean, I don't know. My DMs are not like his DMs. His DMs are really full.
Yeah. So if you want to send like a story that you saw, like on a YouTube video that you saw, preferably on YouTube, because then I could extract it from YouTube. I'm not going to tell you how. I extract it from YouTube and then use it for the video. That'd be great. So that's what you're sending. You're sending links to videos that you've seen of like sad stories or like happy stories. I say sad because they make you cry anyway. Of people spreading love, giving something away. When people in communities come together to buy a house for someone whose house burnt down, or who give a car to a mom who's single and stuff like that, to get around. I also am like, I have a soft spot for like when family reunites after not seeing each other for many, many years. Like those are heartbreaking. But anyway, good night. Why time?
Good night.
So yes, join us on Discord if you have any other questions. We're gonna log off now. We're going to probably watch a movie or something, and we'll see you. Yeah, scary movie. And thank you so much for joining us on this. Thank you.
We missed you guys.
We did.
We really missed this. Like this has been we loved the break.
Yeah,
but we love you guys too. So we missed you all very much.
Marilyn, thank you so much. Angela, thanks for keeping order. Diane, thank you. David, thank you so much. Shoshana, thank you. Sister Caroline, thanks. Cap, thanks so much for being here with us. Agatha, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to. I don't know if we greeted you.
Thank you. Zerubbabel, thank you so much for becoming a member.
Yeah.
Thank you to Linda in the house. I'm not sure what time Roxana left, but thanks, Roxana.
Thank you, Roxana.
Brenda Miller.
Thank you, Pastor Mike.
Thank you, Pastor Mike, for your input and for asking questions. When you come to Philadelphia, notice how I said when. I will make you guys some delicious steaks. That. Ooh, beautiful. I can't wait. Thank you to Mama Bear. Thank you to Y Time. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember to continue to spread the love that comes from above. And we'll see you on our next adventure. Peace.